This little rascal has done something that I think is really important to all of us on this committee, all of you, all of us in these wonderful, wonderful buildings that are all across this wonderful city. She humanizes us.
So, there's not a whole lot to say about this, other than how disgusting and appalling it is. Like, what the hell is even going on inside this building and this society? Even just listening to the audio.
This little rascal has done...
You can hear how foul and nasty this beast is, without even having to look at it. Anyway, what the hell is this fugly and completely worthless aberration supposed to have done? How on earth can a dog, of all things, possibly humanize anyone?
By the way,
this is a short clip of the original, which is quite a bit longer. I don't understand why people have to insert dogs into everything, and clearly this would be a prime example of that phenomenon. And I must say, I can't get over how exceptionally hideous and nauseating this particular beast is. Just look at this thing and listen to it.
or better yet, don't.
For a dog owner in Florida, this has to be a worst case scenario here. An alligator grabbing your pet in its jaws. But that gator was no match for this dog's owner. She made sure that her pet was coming home, and she pulled her dog out of that gator's grip. Fox 13's Evan Moon spoke tonight with the dog owner about this wild story.
I highly doubt this woman enjoys being licked like this, although many of these nasty nutters certainly do. This is another one of those annoying and disgusting things dog lovers often do. They will allow a dog to lick them in the face when they are being filmed. I guess to show the world how much they love dogs or some crap. However, a dog is a pet or a beast of burden of sorts. It is not a lover. There is no reason to love a dog, and no reason to prove to anyone that you do. What's more, you could show your affection for your dog without being absolutely disgusting and borderline zoophilic, without demonstrating a total lack of healthy boundaries. I suppose you could pet it, although dogs really aren't receptive to human affection. Usually, they're kind of just there, or they are exhibiting food-begging behaviors, which many unfortunately mistake for affection.
It could have ended badly, but instead it ended with bravery. This story proves just how dangerous
Dog ownership is.
This story also proves just how much a dog mom will do for her fur baby.
Yeah, no. Next order of business.
If I can tell you in detail how it broke in half, it'll never be the same again.
So, this is what I actually want to discuss. It will be brief, and we will do so before the next clip. But this is very important as well. The person who left me this comment removed it very quickly after I responded. Note the last sentence in this exchange. I understand well-intentioned criticism, but guys, stuff like this, I don't understand. I get that maybe you would not approach it in this manner, but you are free to do what you want on your own channel, if you even have one. I have explained on numerous occasions why I sometimes respond to trolls or pro-dog commenters or other apologists in this fashion. In point of fact, I actually haven't done this in quite some time, and only recently started responding in my posts section. The reason I do this, because, again, as I stated here, it illustrates the dishonest things these people say. And frankly, if I'd turned this post into a video, this same person would not be telling me I am wasting my time. By the way, before moving on, the story about the nutter wrestling her worthless mutt from an alligator's mouth, it happened in Florida. I could say a lot about this, but frankly, I don't know why this special brand of idiocy is celebrated the way it is. I certainly welcome your comments and commentaries below.
We're learning a 7-month-old baby died in a dog attack this morning. Columbus police were called to a home on South Champion Avenue in South Columbus. This is the 5th dog attack we've told you about in just the past 6 months. Thank you for joining us tonight at 5. I'm Yolanda Harris.
And I'm Angela Ann. 10 TV's Carla Rogner has been following this story for us all day, and she joins us now live outside Columbus Police Headquarters. Carla, this story is just heartbreaking. What are you learning tonight?
Yeah, well, Columbus police tell us that no criminal charges will be filed. They're calling what happened on the south side this morning a tragic accident.
Distressed to hear what actually did happen, that a small child lost its life.
Wednesday morning, Charlie and Nanny Jarvis watched tragedy unfold across the street.
The people have only lived there, less than a week.
According to Columbus police, one of the family's 3 dogs attacked a 7-month-old baby inside this house on the south side. Police say the family took the baby to a fire station, then to Children's Hospital, where she died.
This was a situation that escalated fairly quickly. Everything appears to be accidental.
One by one, Franklin County Animal Control took each of the family's 3 pit bulls out of the house. It's unclear which dog attacked the baby or why.
One of those moments where we want to continue to educate people in ensuring when you have family pets to make sure you're doing everything possible to safely secure your pets from your young children and making sure they're safe to be around your children.
As police worked with animal control at the scene, neighbors passing by were disturbed to learn what happened.
I really don't know what to say.
And shared their heartbreak.
I'm heartbroken for the family.
Especially their own dog in their own house, and it's going to be painful for them to deal with this. So we just pray that God's with them.
Yeah. Well, I pray for the family that lost their little child.
Columbus Police is now passing the investigation on to Franklin County Animal Control. It will be up to them to decide what happens next and what happens to those 3 dogs. Reporting in Columbus, Carla Rogner, 10 TV News.
Now, did you notice how they referred to this as an accident? This is the way people talk about dog attacks. 2 things that need to stop immediately. The first one is people referring to dog attacks as accidents.
It was an accident. It was an accident.
And we are still trying to get to the bottom of what could have possibly happened.
What happened came as a complete shock.
It's unclear what led to the attack. Well, police are still trying to figure out what led up to this.
Dog attacks are not accidents. This next one may seem kind of random, but it's something that was recently shared with me and which I would like to pass along. It appears the channel, which goes by the name True Words Baptist Church, will be doing a sermon on Thursday, which they claim will be the most controversial sermon of the year, because it does address dog culture, specifically what they call a dog-worshipping generation. I thought I would present this for those who may be interested in tuning in. Personally, I do not follow this channel, but someone sent me this information and I will now share it here with you all.
It takes quite a bit to make a grown man in uniform breathless, and this was one of those cases.
Also, a Fox 35 News exclusive, a horrific story of animal abuse leaves a puppy fighting for its life.
Had her skull crushed, and the man who allegedly did it is now behind bars. Fox 35's Hannah McKenzie is live in Oviedo tonight at the animal hospital where that little pup is being treated. Hannah, good evening. How is she doing?
Good evening, Luann, John. So I got to meet Sweet Pea earlier today. Unfortunately, she has a detached eye. She has skull fractures. She has brain swelling. It's because of all the swelling in her body right now. Vets don't even know the full extent of her injuries, but she has come a long way in 1 week, considering not many thought she would survive this. I do want to give everyone a warning. This story may be tough for some to watch. This 10-week-old puppy beaten so badly.
This is the segment where they try to drum up sympathy for a fucking mutt maggot. Meanwhile, many of these, when they grow up, do horrific things to people, and nobody seems to care. Just keep this in mind.
And she can still give kisses.
Those are not kisses. Please tell me that you see what they are trying to do here.
Now named
Nobody Cares,
and in the care of Crystal Deddy of Livin' Like Larry Farm Sanctuary. She's getting around-the-clock care at Oviedo Veterinary Care and Emergency. But she was abused 3 hours away in Live Oak.
The suspect was said to have rolled the puppy into a blanket, smashed it against the ground, stomped it, kicked it, and slammed it up against a tree.
Just for everybody's awareness, right off the top, that Franklin County Animal control will be investigating this further. We will assist them with anything they need at this point, but as of now, they will be investigating. I can confirm that as of right now, there will be no criminal charges brought forth in this situation. It's a terribly sad and tragic situation that happened this morning. Female infant under the age of 12 months old was unfortunately attacked by one of the family pets behind the residence here. There's really not a lot of words I can say to convey how I feel and how the officers who arrived, family, everyone involved in this process is literally grieving as if this child belonged to us, because most of us, again, are parents and can't imagine just how tragic this scene is.
Remember, this is what he is objecting to. He responded to that by saying it's draconian to put the screws down on a trend, dog ownership, which is contributing to a violent cultural element in our society, which undermines the basic principles of justice and security. Among other things, dog ownership heightens social instability, pollutes and degrades local environments, and reduces quality of life everywhere these beasts are found, and allowed to proliferate in an unbridled fashion. Dogs are a cancer and a plague upon the planet.
If you want to support this content and see more of it, please like and subscribe. If you hate this content and want to fight for weird predator parasites,
And if you're an ally, don't be an asshole.